Yo, what is good, everybody? Crypto 101 coming at you guys with another video today. And today we're going to be talking about why the animal farm is the greatest farm that has been created so far. I'm really going to go through some of the key differences of the game theory that's been built into the animal farm to really just show you how innovative the farm is. There's so many different ways to build your bag with this, and I really just want to go over some of those things that make this farm, which is animal farm, a lot different than anything else we've seen in the spaces. So definitely make sure you smash that like button. Let's get as many likes on this video as possible so that people can learn about the channel, the content, and the projects that we talk about. Also make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're all the way to 2,500 subscribers. We'll get there very soon with the support of the community, and I appreciate every single subscriber and every single like that we get on this video. So let's take a quick look. I'm really excited because, as you can see, we are 1 day, 18 hours, 2 minutes, and 14 seconds away from the animal farm launch. So we have been waiting for this for so long, especially if you've been in the ecosystem for a while. You know how many delays, things like that we have run into. So for this to be the day that we have been waiting for, everybody is super excited. As you can see, we have $50 million worth of BUSD TVL that's locked up in the farm right now. So I don't know many other projects that can just keep a TVL like that locked up only off of 2 products in here, because if you really look at this, it's kind of crazy. The pig pen is contributing 46 million and the piggy bank is contributing 3 million. So that's only based off of pigs. There's no dogs, there's no stakes, liquidity, staked, single assets, or anything that's being counted in this TVL right now. So that is super exciting. But really just want to talk about why the animal farm is so innovative and how Forex has really incorporated this game theory to make it to where you do not have to sell your assets to be able to actually make money off of them. So let's go through a couple of farms that I know that I've used in the past and just really kind of go through how their system works. So if we take a look here, so everybody knows about PancakeSwap at this point. So PancakeSwap is a yield farm. There's a lot of other different things they have on here. We won't go into that. But what I want to focus on is the farming experience. So as you see here, if you came to farm, so say you had any kind of liquidity pairs that are here, Cake BNB, Cake BUSD, Cake USDT, and some of these other ones in here. So what you would do is you would make the LP pair. For example, if I had Cake BNB, I would create the liquidity pair here. I would stake it, and then the reward I'd be getting paid out, as you can see here, is going to be cake. So here you see the amount of cake earned. So what in turn you're doing is you are creating a liquidity pair with an asset, but you're being rewarded in that asset to actually profit off of it, right? So what you're doing is, if you wanted to take profit with this, you would have to sell the cake, which is a token that is in your liquidity pair. So in that instance, you're actually doing a negative action towards your underlying asset here. So that's one big issue, because now you have immediate sell pressure baked into this token because it is a farm reward token, right? So that is just an example of what's going on here at PancakeSwap. So similar experience over here at BuySwap. So, and this, this isn't a talk down on these projects. These are great. I mean, these are staple projects in the community. So, BuySwap, PancakeSwap, this is no shame to them. This is just really showing how Animal Farm has added these different layers of game theory that's making it a lot better of a farming experience, in my opinion. So this is BuySwap. As you can see, they have really the same experience here. You're going to stake your assets, and then you are going to be earning the BSW, which is the BuySwap token that you get for providing liquidity. So once again, you are using the same token, and you are having to sell that token to make profit off of liquidity that you provided. So at the end of the day, it's always going to be an asset that is looked at as something, hey, this is not something we hold, we just dump it, really, regardless of the price, and that's really how those two are set up. And that's good, but I think that Animal Farm, I think that those two are good for certain investors and certain things, but I think the Animal Farm really takes it to the next step, and I want to explain how. So over here in the Animal Farm, as you can see, if we go here to the farms, all you have to do is click here, and then it's going to take you to the same kind of page that we are similar to seeing with a farm, right? So you have dogs, you have all your different assets that you compare together here to create, a passive income stream pretty much. So as you can see here, there are 3 pools that are going to allow you to get pigs, and then there are going to be the rest of the pools that allow you to get dogs. So these are the 2 tokens. It's a 2 token system. So that's another big difference. The Animal Farm is a 2 token system, and the other ones are a 1 token system. So what this 2 token system allows us to be able to do is set different specifications and rules for each token. So what has been done here is a majority of these are going to be earning you dogs. Now, if you're familiar with the dogs token, it has a variable tax model. So it starts all the way at 90% and then goes all the way down to 6% based on your loyalty score. So for your loyalty score to decrease, you have to be a holder of that token. I believe that you have to stake the dogs in the dog pound, or I believe you just have to have it in your wallet for a specific amount of time. Still need to get some clarity on that. But pretty much if you hold those assets, then you are going to have a less tax on them once you do plan to sell those. So what that has allowed us to do is you are able to actually take that asset and then put it in another part of the ecosystem and then earn what you more so would want to sell to help the ecosystem, right? So for an example, say that we staked WBNB and BUSD here, right? We have staked it. We have dogs that we are earning. So now if I just sell dogs outright, I'm going to have to pay that 90% tax. But if I actually want to help the ecosystem by not selling the underlying asset, which would be dogs in this case, what you could do is you could put your dogs in either the dog pound and earn B&B, or you could also put them here in the single staking pools with dogs, and then you'd be able to earn pigs here. So it gives you so many other ways in which you can actually earn something in which you can gain profit off of. So with that, it creates almost like a 3-step system. The dogs are pretty much a token that's been created that is a mediary to your profit in a way, because you are most likely going to hold your dogs because of the high tax, but you can put your dogs in other places and then earn BNB and then other things that you can sell that aren't going to hurt the token. So by us being able to sell the BNB that we get for staking the dogs, that is going to alleviate the sell pressure on dogs, and then BNB is going to be the actual token that would be sold to take that profit. Or you could just keep the BNB because everybody needs BNB on BSC. So you could just use that for different things in the future. But I think that's super important to understand is there is a lot more game theory built into this, and there's a lot of layers with this project that we are not used to seeing in the space. So I really think it's important to understand all the different ways that you can earn money in this ecosystem. Like I said, this is really set up to be a system in which you provide liquidity, you get paid out in one of the native assets, and then with that native asset you get paid out, you put it in a third play, and in that third play you would be making, or I guess it would be actually the second play. The second play is where you would be earning the money in which you would want to sell that asset, which would be like BUSD, BNB, etc., etc. So there's so many different ways that you can earn money. Like if you were to take the pigs from here, you could put that in the pig pen and you'd be able to earn BUSD, which you could keep. You could earn more pigs, which you could sell that if you wanted to. So there's so many different strategies that you can have. And that's what I've said in a lot of past videos. Make sure that you have a strategy. Make sure you have a game plan. Know that if you have dogs, are you going to put them in the single staking and earn pigs? Or are you going to put them in the dog pound and are you going to earn the BNB rewards? There's a lot of different methods and different pathways that we can take here. So make sure you definitely understand that. And I think just with that, knowing that there's so many different combinations shows how strong of a project this is and how innovative this is, because there are so many different plays here. So I'll just walk through what I'm going to do. I know a lot of people always want to see what other people are going to do in terms of their strategy. So what I am going to do is I am going to take the dogs that I'm getting back from the crediting, which I believe is right around 200 dogs. I'm going to stake those in the dog pound so that I can start to work to reduce my tax, and I can also start earning the BNB I might do 50% on auto compounding, 50% that is not auto compound, which would be manual, just to kind of see how that goes. And then I might adjust my strategy, if I need to going forward. So after that, I'm going to come into some of these single staking pools. I am starting to accumulate some DOT, some ETH, some Link, and I could have sworn those were here. So what I'll probably have to do with the Link and the DOT, I'll just provide liquidity here in the farms. But definitely I will be providing some BNB, some ETH, and probably some Bitcoin as well in here to start earning some more dogs, which that I would put in the dog pound, or I could put it in the single staking pool here, and I'd be able to get the actual pig token from that as well. So many plays here. But with that, I'm going to go into the farm as well. So initially I was going to take some drip BUSD from the garden and put that here. I was letting that accumulate, but then I watched a couple of videos and really thought about it. Is sometimes it's important for you to veer away from the most traveled path. So I think, as we all know right now, that a lot of people are taking their drip BUSD out of the garden right now, which means that they are lowering their ownership percentage. But those who are continuing to compound and deposit into the garden right now are growing their percentage of ownership of the garden, which I think is important. So what I have started to do is I am compounding. So I'm right around 600,000 plants, and I'm continuing to compound as everyone else is continuing to claim, just so I can build up my bag there. And then, if in the future, if I want to take a little bit out and put it here, I am able to do that. But I'm going to go against the grain with this one and see how that fares for me. And sometimes it's important to do that, is to make sure that you don't always follow the path that everyone else is following. Sometimes it's better to have different plays, some different options based off of what you're investing and your risk level. So definitely take a look at that. We are less than 2 days away from the animal farm. I am super excited. There's so much going on for this ecosystem. Drip, I can't wait for Drip to do well. There's so many people that are in the faucet at this point. I think that Animal Farm is going to do super well. I think Drip is going to do super well. We have all the different things coming. We have the dogs roulettes. We have the scratchies. We have the wiki page now that is out. So if you have not checked this out, there is so much good information here. If you really want to get the breakdown of the different stuff, drip.community.wiki.here. So definitely check that out. And just get ready. That's all I can say. If you're on the bag builder team, you already know we're doing the drip contest. So with the drip contest, just a refresher for everybody out there, all you have to do is buy at least 1 drip, and then 1 drip will equal 1 entry into the giveaway. 10 drip is 10 entries, and so far, or so on. So as many drip as you buy is as many entries as you'll get for the giveaway. And what I'm going to do is everybody that has bought drip from the video I released last up until the animal farm launch, I am going to take all of those entries, compile them, and then put it on a random spinner wheel, and then one person will win 50 drips straight to the faucet. So that means you could be that super lucky person and only get 1 drip to enter that contest, or you could sit there and increase your odds and buy 25, 50, 100 drip, and then you're getting that many more entries to possibly get 50 drip added to your bag. So definitely take advantage of that if you're on the bag builder team. If you want to join the team, all the links for that will be in the description below, so definitely check that out. Make sure you are ready. We are super excited over here. Everybody has been waiting for this moment. We're all ready to get back to making this money. I think the animal farm is a game changer for sure. Definitely make sure that you have a plan and you are ready to go in less than 2 days. So we are going to let Forex keep doing his thing over there. He has been deving this thing out, all kinds of AMAs. Make sure that you guys comment, like, subscribe, smash that like button. Let's get this video to 100+ likes. Also make sure that you subscribe, and then we are going to do what we do best on our side, and that is building the bag.